If you look at what seems to be a bad experience, there is some blessing in it that you have to find. Every adversity carries with it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. They talk about the exact same thing, guys. The Buddha says it's a blessing, Napoleon Hill says it's a seed. The precursor to a full blown blessing, I guess. But I think they're talking about the exact same concept. And this is what I want to point out. These two are completely unrelated. Now, I don't know if Napoleon Hill examined a lot of the Buddha's works. I don't know. I don't think he did. But then I could be mistaken. When you look at, especially when you see the exact same concept reiterated in different ways by completely different people in completely different times, I think that serves as further validation of a concept. Now, I know I'm getting a little intellectual about this. I am very left-brained, but quite frankly, I don't really care about the evidence of some concepts, because if it rings true to me and if I have a feeling that it's true, that's usually good enough for me. And of course, if I see it validated in my own life, all these serve as ancillary evidence for me, seeing them in two different places and all. But the primary evidences are that I see it work in the lives of other people and in my own life. That is the primary way you're supposed to validate something. And let me give you an example of this. I was making a video almost 3 weeks ago right now. And I had because I don't have it anymore. I had this tiny little tripod for my phone. And I was in my front yard, and I put the stand on the back of my car, and I was making a video outside. And this is not a very stable stand, and I kind of knew that maybe it might fall at some point. I didn't expect it to happen so soon. And so when I was making the video, there was just a gust of wind, and the phone fell down before I could catch it. And it cracked the screen really, really bad. And and then also the tripod broke as well. So I was not as devastated as I thought I would be, honestly, but I was slightly bummed. Any one of us would, especially when it's a good phone. I have an iPhone 5, not the 5S, the 5, but it's still a relatively good phone and relatively expensive. So I was obviously bummed. But look at how this works right now. And then there was this regular tripod stand at home, but then I couldn't figure out how I would put the phone on it, so I just never gave it much thought. But since my old tripod was broken,